Hi friends, welcome to WebChamp. So in this video, I'm going to discuss views in Dataverse. So how to create a view and how it is useful in the applications. So if you come to the Power Apps and obviously if you come to the tables, so let's say all these are the standard tables, but we have created a one table in my last video, and based on that we have created an application also. So if I open the application, let me open the table here, and in the another tab I will open this employee application, right? So when you open the app or whenever you play the application, so you will be able to see something called active employee and then inactive employee, right? So what is this? So this is the views, this is the default views that when I created a table, so these views gets created, right? So if you want to add any new view, how to do that, right? So what I can do is I can simply go to the tables. If you come to the tables and here, if you go to the view inside the data experiences, let's say this is the these are the views. If you want to keep anything, you can keep. If you want to remove anything, you can remove. You will be able to edit your views, right? So in case of views, if I say in model driven applications, views are directly surfaced, but in canvas applications, you can use views to show in the gallery. So I'll show that how to do that or how to use these views in canvas applications also, right? So what is the view, if you ask? So view is a server side query in Dataverse. It lets you to filter, sort and choose the columns from tables so user only see the data they need, right? Meaning you are going to create a view. Okay, so this is my complete table. This is what my complete table for all the department employees. I don't want to show all the department employees to the any specific view. Let's say I would like to create a view where the department is sales, right? So I can go and I can create a view also, right? So I'll go to the views. I will say new view, and I will say sales employee description only sales department employee, and I don't want to use this, so I will go and I'll select the columns, the columns which I want. So by default it shows the primary key column. Then I'll go and I will add the department. Let me add the names, right? So let's say this much data only I would like to show. And if email and all, if you want to add, you can add email. If you want to add the salary also, so you can add the salary. So these are the 5 columns I need for this sales employee view, right? Then you can define how you want to sort this view. So if you go to the right side pane where we are defining the views properties, so here you can define sort by employee ID, and then if you want to sort by department or email ID, so you will be able to do that. But let's say sort by, but if we sort based on the employee ID, I don't think so other sorts are going to work. But yes, so let me keep the salary as a sorting column. Okay, and it is sorting in ascending order. This is fine. Okay, right. Then if you want to apply the filter, obviously I would like to show only employees from the department, right? And you should go and then apply the filter for this. So you can say add a row for the filter, and here you can select the department. Okay, if your column is not searchable, then you will not be able to see this, meaning the un or not searchable columns here for the filtering purpose. So whenever you create a column, or if you don't see a column in the filter, then make sure that column is searchable or not. If it is not searchable, then you will not be able to use that column to filter the views, right? So this is how you can create a view. You can add the columns from here, right? Oh, sorry, left side also. So if I select the status, it will get added. If you want to remove, you can simply click on the drop down of that column, and you can simply say, if you want to edit the definition or column properties and all, you will be able to edit the properties. Whatever you want to do, you will be able to do here. So far we are seeing this with respect to the single table, but yes, so to understand the basic of these things, we should go with this single table only. Then later we will see how to work with the multiple tables together, or how we can create a view from the multiple tables. So now this view is published, right? As in sales employee. Now I will go to the app. Here it is not showing so far, but let me refresh the application, and you will be able to see the view will get added here. Until the time you publish the view, it will not be shown there. So now you can see this is the sales employee view. This is what the view we have created sometime before, right? So this is how view can be added to the model driven application. But if you think to create, okay, so let me go back to the home. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm in this. Okay, I'm in application, so I won't be able to go outside. But yeah, I would like to create a canvas application and use the view there. Okay, so I will just create an application. Okay, so I'll say create blank canvas application. Then I will say responsive. I'm just going to show you how we can use the view here, the one which we have created. Now connect to the data. I will say add data, and from here I would like to use the employee table. So I'm going to use that table. Okay, the table is loaded here, and let's say I don't want to use this. So instead of this, I will simply use the gallery. So I'll use the vertical gallery here. Right, and then in the place of items, you can use the table name dot the view name. So I will say sales employee. Okay, so it says 1 second. So I will say employee views dot. Okay, so this is how you should use the views for your. Okay, so let me resolve this. Looks like we are missing something, but yes, in place of items, we we have defined. Okay, so let's okay, so view it is showing, but this is the way it is not working. So let me try using this employee. Okay, dot, and if I use in this way employee dot sales employee. Okay, even this syntax is not going to work. So we can use filter and all, that is different, but I just wanted to try using the view here. Yes, it is able to show me the list of views. And if I try using this, it is okay. Expected a table value, and we are passing a view. Okay. So let me, no, even in this way also it is not working. Okay. So in Canvas application, we cannot use this views. In model driven application, we can surfaces the views, but we cannot use the views directly in Canvas application. So you can use the data source, but if you want to achieve the same result, alternative thing is that you can use the filter function. You can pass the table name, and then whatever the filter you applied there, so you can apply as an department is equals to cells, right? This is the way you can achieve the things, because see what we have done separately or what we have done additionally in the views apart from the table. So we have applied the filters and we performed the sorting and all, right? So we can sort this one also. So let me select the gallery, and then okay, so this is the source I would like to filter, and then based on the employee ID I would like to sort, and sort in ascending order. This is what the definition I can define to sort the data. Okay, so one more bracket should be closed. Filter two times opened, not needed. This is also not needed, and yes. So 2, 3, and 9. This is how the data can be sorted. Whatever we do in model driven application using the views, it can be done in Canvas application using the filters. So you cannot use, because you cannot bind a gallery to the Dataverse view by simply referencing table dot view name, right? So this is all about creating a views in Dataverse and using those views in the applications, right? So I hope you like the content of this video. Thank you so much for watching the video. Have a nice day.